Ladies and gentlemen, mesdames et messieurs, meine Damen und Herren, señores y señoras, I am Special Andre. I am right here, and this is the quarterfinal of tonight's Close Combat Cup, number 29. We got two Zerg players, and those two Zerg players are Deathangel and Cyclone. So we see another ZVZ here on Shadow Temple cross positions, and even though it is the quarterfinals here on the four players close combat cup, even though the prize pool is very very high with a 300 euros, which is roughly 430 470 dollars, so quite a lot. And even though the quarterfinal is only a best of one, the semifinal is a best of three, and the grand final is also only a best of three. So, by saying that, we will most likely not have too many games. We will see the semifinal Insolence against Nurture after that game, and then we have another semifinal, which will be a ZVZ semifinal, because the winner of Lowly and Dark Force is playing against here the winner of Cyclone and Deathangel. Deathangel, by the way, here spawning is the green Zerg at the 9 o'clock position. Meanwhile, on the other hand, Cyclone here spawning at the 3 o'clock position as the red Zerg player. We just saw a game of Deathangel like 30 minutes ago where he was playing against Fargo once again. The only unit he was building beside from Overlords and the Queen were Zerglings, and this was all he needed, and he's really the godfather of the Zerglings, at least here in Europe, showing some great play with those small tiny little units, and he's got quite a reputation for being very aggressive with those. So he went for the hatchery first, and meanwhile we saw Cyclone not going for the hatchery first, but instead opting to go for the pool first. He already got the spawning pool's metabolic boost upgrade like 35 seconds done. He's still mining gas with this one single drone. I'm not 100% sure if this is actually intended by him, but this is happening. So this hatchery here for Cyclone will be finished in 5 seconds, so it will be raining creep. Hallelujah. But enough with the song references here. Let's just focus a little bit more on what is actually happening. Cyclone moving down the Queen so he can go for the Mars Lava Inject right away. A second Queen is not in production, at least not just yet, and he should transfer a couple of drones over here maybe in order to be safe and defend some early attacks, but it looks like he's not doing this. Meanwhile, Deathangel, who this time is actually doing something really interesting. He's producing roaches. He's got 7 roaches in production. This roach ruin is finished, and there are the roaches already out for Deathangel, and he's got the 6 roaches, of course, sending those roaches directly to the ramp to prevent a run-by from happening, having the Queen there as well. Of course, now he needs to watch out for those Zerglings, not to take out the hatchery, but they're doing more and more damage, and of course he needs to watch out that those Zerglings will not go for a run-by. Now they will go for a run-by, the other Zerglings trying to get this hatchery down, but the hatchery still survives with 150 HP. Meanwhile, those remaining roaches can get rid of the remaining Zerglings here. So in terms of cost effectiveness, this was not effective at all, but if he's continuing to stream, those Zerglings in this hatchery might go down, and the hatchery is still alive with 16 HP, and now Cyclone going for drone, oh my god. And is he just going for more Zerglings? Looks like yes he is, but he is fearing a counter-attack, and now Cyclone is putting up 1 Spine Crawler, 2, and even a 3rd Spine Crawler. He's afraid of a counter-attack, but I think Deathangel is even more afraid of another attack here by Cyclone. But because of the fact, let's take a look at the units kill tab. There we see 37 Zerglings, 6 units only for Cyclone. And there we see some more Zerglings moving in, and finally this hatchery is going down. But now the question, of course, is at what cost? And by taking down this hatchery, where Cyclone basically just forced the counter attack here by Deathangel, because if you lose the hatchery and you killed so many units, the logical follow-up play is just to go for a counter-attack. So, and I don't think that 3 spine crawlers will be enough. He's got 2 more in production. Not sure about the placement of this spine crawler. He should rearrange the spine crawler and send it a little bit more to the top, but here we go. Deathangel having 10 roaches, having double the amount of Zerglings, sacrificing his queen, sacrificing some of his drones, and he's letting the spine crawlers do all the work, and the spine crawlers will get taken out one by one by one. I think he should have used even all of his drones in order to survive, to allow the spine crawlers to deal the damage, but now the damage has been done, and Deathangel is in the baits here of Cyclone. And I mean, sacrificing so many units to take down a production building might not be worth it. I mean, he lost so many units, 77 compared to 28, and this is quite big of a difference. And there we see the GG and the well played, and indeed it was well played. Especially, let's focus back here on this area where he had all the roaches and the queen, where he was able to delay those Zerglings so often. He was protecting the ram, protecting the hatchery at the same time by being super cost effective, and in the end this was enough for him, so he's advancing to the semifinals. Congratulations to him. And now let's jump directly to Insolence against Nurture in semifinal number 2. If the loading screen actually would let me join the lobby. Yeah, here we go.